Arvind Kejriwal has been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate. November 2nd will decide the fate of two big India leaders, of Mahua Moitra and then of Arvind Kejriwal. Kejriwal has been summoned by Enforcement Directorate, but let's get you breaking news on that because there's suspense. There are endless questions on whether Kejriwal will actually appear before the ED. The summon has been issued, but there's still a question mark of whether the Aam Aadmi Party convener will actually turn up or not. Let's get you that update. And let me bring in now Preeti Chaudhary on this broadcast. Preeti, good evening. What is the Aam Aadmi Party thinking right now? Is Kejriwal going to be appearing before the ED tomorrow?
Well, right now what we've been given to understand is that he is deliberating, and we'll know soon whether the Delhi Chief Minister will appear before the Enforcement Directorate tomorrow. He's been summoned, or will he seek more time? Now, the fact is, Akshita, that the Delhi Chief Minister could seek more time also, and he has reason enough because he's the party convener, and the Aam Aadmi Party is also fighting these elections which are coming in. So he might, say that he needs the time, to focus on these elections, and then he will appear.
And he could get it.
And he could get it. It's the first summon. He could get it. But how long will he get it? We still don't know whether he is going to appear or seek more time. What we've been given to understand is he's seeking opinion. He's deliberating with his team of lawyers, and I would reckon in an hour or two we should know more on whether the Delhi Chief Minister will keep his date with the ED. What we also given to understand is that all Aam Aadmi Party outfits, be it Delhi, be it Haryana and Punjab, there are massive protests planned just in case the Delhi Chief Minister does go tomorrow and produce himself before the ED.
Okay, so it's going to be a symbolic moment when he does, if he decides to go ahead and appear before the ED. Thanks very much, Preeti, for getting us that update. What Preeti is telling us is that there's been endless hurdles, endless discussions within the Aam Aadmi Party, along with, of course, the legal council, to figure out if Kejriwal should appear before the Enforcement Directorate or not tomorrow. Amit Bharadwaj is joining us with more details on that. Amit, any hint right now on which way this is going to go? Preeti tells us in the next 1 hour we should know whether Kejriwal decides to appear before the ED, but preps are underway. Aam Aadmi Party cadre from different parts of the country will start converging in the national capital. If he chooses to appear before the ED, it's going to be a show of solidarity, much like what we saw when he appeared before the CBI, Amit.
Absolutely right, Akshita. But the bigger question right now that looms large is whether Arvind Kejriwal will appear before the Enforcement Directorate tomorrow or not. As he was saying, the deliberations are still going on. It's a two-way deliberation which is going on. One is on the legal aspect as to whether Arvind Kejriwal should appear Enforcement Directorate or not.
Amit's connection will reconnect with him, but essentially what Amit is telling us is that right now they're weighing all options. Kejriwal could just skip the summon tomorrow. There's no confirmation yet, but essentially AAP's thinking is that he can afford to. This is the first summon, in which case there'll be a different date that's given. He could cite his busy schedule. He could cite other commitments to go ahead and seek more time from the ED. But in the next 1 hour, we should have clarity on whether Arvind Kejriwal will appear before the Enforcement Directorate.